Justin Kolar here with Live 5 News. We're at Brittlebank Park and we're talking to the Lowcountry Stargazers. This is a group that comes to the park every Wednesday, offers free experiences for folks all throughout the Lowcountry. I'm joined tonight by Cale Shipman. And Cale, you've been doing this for a long time. Before we get into the nuts and bolts about how folks can get involved with this organization, tell me how you first found your love for astronomy.
I was in Cub Scouts and in the 4th grade when my den mother introduced us to astronomy, and her first assignment to us Cub Scouts was to learn the names of the planets in order: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Now, I can't tell you what I had for breakfast this morning, but I can tell you what Mrs. Yukon taught me way back in the 4th grade.
It's funny how certain things stick with you.
Yes.
Like that.
So we love to have young people come down, and they're intrigued with the telescopes. Even if they've never seen the moon before through a telescope, that's a wow factor.
Yeah.
Tonight we'll look at Jupiter, and that's another wow planet that we look at. Saturn, when it's up, you can absolutely see the rings.
So we were talking about this before we started recording here, and this is a great opportunity for folks who maybe are thinking about getting a telescope themselves. There's a lot of equipment involved, and certainly for some of these pieces, a hefty price tag. But this is a great opportunity for folks to, in a way, try it before you buy it, and talking to some of the not experts, right? What did you say? You guys are all amateurs.
We're absolutely amateurs. We have no professionals amongst us. The word, I used to always think amateur kind of denoted a lower scale, until one of our members reminded me that the root of the word amateur is amour, which is Latin for love. So we do it because we like to do it, or we love to do it.
Yeah. I love what you just said there about that love for this, coming from the word amateur here. And it kind of plays in my mind off of the sentiment that sharing is caring.
Yes.
There is something to be said about having all this equipment that is yours, but sharing it with the community. For anyone who wants to come out here, they can just come on by, experience what you guys love so much.
Right.
Tell me maybe an experience, a story with, like you said, that wow factor, seeing that just written all over someone's face when they see one of those planets, the moon, something like that for the first time.
Right. When it's people who are interested in telescopes or the night sky, or if their children are, just come down, and we're here every Wednesday night. And the first Saturday of every month, we go down to Johns Island County Park, Mullet Hall Equestrian Park, it's used to be called. And it's only about 40 minutes from here, but it's a completely different night sky. You can actually see the constellations, and we'll look at a lot of deep sky objects down at Johns Island County Park that we can't necessarily see here.
This is something that, another thing that we have in common. We're both Eagle Scouts, and we talked about how when you get all those experiences with such a wide variety of things, this is something that, you know, could instill a lifelong passion, a love for someone else. Have you had any experiences with folks who, I don't know how long you've been doing this and offering up this opportunity for folks, but maybe people who have come out here, seen this stuff for themselves, and then become an amateur in their own right?
Especially when young people, and I usually bring a ladder because the telescopes tend to be a little bit higher than they are, but when they climb the ladder and look through the eyepiece, and they actually see the moon with all the craters, or they see the rings going around Saturn, or the moons of Jupiter, I got to believe that, I mean, you throw this stuff out there, some of it sticks, some of it doesn't, but you never know.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes they just like to come out and look at the equipment.
Sure.
But mostly they like to look at through the telescope. So.
Well, Cale, thank you so much for doing this, for offering this to the community, and for sharing some of your experiences with us. Again, we're going to have all the information on how you can get in touch with the Lowcountry Stargazers on their Facebook page. We'll have all of those links on our website. That's live5news.com. But again, we're going to now start to look at some of the things in the night sky here. We'll share some of that with you as well. Hope that you're having a great day. Justin Kolar here with Live 5 News.